What up, yo? Your boy Walquelly. Walquelly Rants. We're gonna do it again. I don't want to waste a lot of your time and all that. I want to jump right into it. Right now, I want to talk. I want to bring that debate right back. I want to bring that debate again. That the best player on the planet. I want to bring that back again. Y'all know who the best player on the planet. If you ask me, you know who I'm going to say, right? It's Stephen Curry. I believe the best player is Stephen Curry. And I still do believe the best player is Stephen Curry. So why do I want to bring that debate back? Well, it's different. What I want to talk about right now is about who is the best player right now, right? Ultimately, the game of basketball is about winning everything. Okay, let's jump into the NBA, right? Let's talk about the NBA. It's about winning the championship. All these individual accolades, MVP, rebounding, most points and all that, those individual accolades should be in service to winning the championship, right? Because if you're not winning it all, I still feel like you're not the best. You're not the best. You got to be winning. You've got to be winning. You've got to be putting yourself in a position where you're winning. That's the way I look at it. And then when it comes to winning, it's not just about winning the most championships. All right? It's okay. You can win one or two, and I could still call you one of the best. Or you're probably the best at that particular time. All right? Okay. Am I confusing you here? Okay, let me try to explain that, right? In order for you to be the best, according to me, this is according to me now. In order for you to be the best, you've got to be able to use your set of skills to put yourself in a position to win championship or a championship. You understand what I'm saying? If you can't use your skills to win at least one, then you can be the best. That's according to me. Does that make sense to you? At least you've got to win it once so we know that you can actually win. Then you jump into that conversation, right? Even if that particular year you didn't win, but you were able to use your set of skills and win at least once, you've got to be able to put yourself in a position where you'll be able to compete with all the rest of the best. And the rest of the best at some particular moment, they won the championship. That is according to me. That's the way I look at it. So I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, it's about how many championships and all that. No. It's not about how many championships and all that. But that does come into play. If the consistency and all that is there, that comes to play. And then in addition to that, okay, I feel like the greatest of all is Michael Jordan. The greatest of all is Michael Jordan. Why? Because I feel once he put himself in that position to win it all, his track record is 100%. 6 out of 6. You can't beat that. I mean, people will talk about Russell and all that. But yeah, okay, so Russell has more rings. But Russell doesn't have a 100% record. I mean, does that make sense? This is according to me. You don't have to roll with the way I see it. That's the way I see it. Because for me, ultimately, is once you put yourself in that position to compete at the highest level, how do you perform? Do you win? And by winning, to me, it's not about how many assists. To me, it's about, okay, I am looking at the person that made it possible for the rest of the team. There's always, there's always that player that carries the team. And that's the guy that I'm going to be looking at. He made it possible for that team to be able to win the championship. So I'm going to be looking at that guy. It might be at the very end you didn't perform right, but you put yourself in that position. At times that could be part of the strategy because everybody's going to try to lock you down. So the strategy is, Sun Tzu, when you're strong, you don't act strong, you act weak. When you're weak, you act strong. So it's almost kind of like when you play ball. When you're double teamed, you kick out. When you're not double teamed, whatever, okay? So you understand what I'm saying, right? Okay. Well, let me not lose you right there, all right? That might not be the best analogy, but you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so right now you ask me the best player. The debate would be between only 3 players currently right now. Only 3. It wouldn't even be 4. It would be 3. I will not have Kawhi up there. I won't, no. I will have Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James if we are going to debate. I mean, that's the way I look at it. And according to me, the best player is Stephen Curry. Because he makes it possible. It's just the IQ and everything. But that's not what we're talking about right now. Okay, so you're like, okay, now I'm confused. All right. So we talking about the best player on the planet. The best player in the NBA right now. That debate continues, right? The best player. Okay, so this is how we're going to break this down. It's like this. Okay, imagine you're playing a game, right? There's the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. Even though fourth quarter, it could be a certain team won, but the second quarter, the third quarter, somebody else won. It could be the other team, right? So I want us to talk about who is playing the best basketball in the NBA this particular moment, like right now. Who is playing the best basketball right now? Right now. You ask me, no, it's not Stephen Curry. Right now, no. So who is the best player right now? Who is the best player? Okay, so this is what I did, right? I checked it out I went to the net. I was like, all right, let's check it out. Let's go right there. Best player in the NBA, right there. Bam! The first thing that popped up, top 10 players. LeBron, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Stephen Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Mr. Harden, the beard. Okay, that popped up. That's the first thing that popped up right on top. So yeah, I did mention Stephen Curry. All the other ones and Kawhi. Kawhi won a championship, right? And he was also Finals MVP. But to me, right now, he wouldn't be in the debate right now. That's just according to me. Why? You ask me why. I just feel like he's not performing right now. He hasn't performed at that level for a long period of time. I know a lot of people will disagree with me, but that's my opinion. That is my opinion, right? So LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Stephen Curry. That'll be the debate. I mean, I can understand when people tell me it's LeBron James. I understand a lot of people like LeBron James. There's that yada 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 that. We'll let that be. I understand when people say Kevin Durant, Finals MVP and blah blah blah. I can understand that, and he's balling. He's really balling right now, man. He's a hell of a player. Stephen Curry, well, you can't deny that, man. To me, and everything, he is the cornerstone, right? The Golden State Warriors. You mentioned the Warriors anywhere across the world. The first thing that pops in their head is who? Stephen Curry. That's the first thing that pops in the head. So I feel like all the championship, everything, it's Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is making it possible. He's making it possible. Everybody else, it's spillover benefits. Not to say they're not about it. I want to talk about the best player right now. Best player right now? Boom! That man right there. Paul George. All right? Paul George right about now is the best player in the league, you ask me right now. Because we know Paul George can play some D. He's actually a leading candidate for Defensive Player of the Year this year. And in terms of scoring, he's what? He's the third right now. In terms of three-pointers, he's shooting almost his career best. It's like 0.3 below his career best. 40.6, 40.9, 2015, 2016. He was shooting his best. Efficiency still out there. And in terms of dunking, man, you seen that. He can throw it down. That man can throw it down. You seen all that, right? 28.7 points per game. That's what I'm saying. And field goal efficiency, 45.3. He makes about 4 3-pointers per game. So, okay. My point being, I say right about now, the last games they played, you're only as good as your last games. So 2018, 2019, who is the best player right now? Before the All-Star break, who is the best player right now? If we were to judge him right now, Paul George will get my vote. And I would say he is the leading candidate for MVP player. But right now, no one is balling like Paul George. That's right. The best player right now is Paul George. Paul, what do you think? I want to know your thoughts. Peace.